Welcome back to our Cowboys Season of Change special. We continue our series of the 10 greatest moments of this Cowboys season. Number 7, it focuses on a man who approaches every game he plays with a superhero's mentality.
Call him Iron Man. Jason Witten set a pair of durability records for the Cowboys this season. In October, Witten set the Cowboys mark for most starts, breaking the mark set by Ed Too Tall Jones. Witten has started 213 career games for Dallas. In November, Witten broke Leroy Jordan's mark of most consecutive starts. Witten now owns that record with 163 straight games started.
The respect inside the locker room is the greatest attribute or compliment you can get.
The last time Witten missed a game, October of 2003, after he suffered a broken jaw.
Now, Jason Witten is on the verge of adding 2 more records to his resume. Witten is only 17 yards away from becoming the Cowboys' all-time leader in receiving yards. He'll pass Michael Irvin. And with 2 more games played, Witten will break Ed Too Tall Jones' record for most games played in Cowboys history. Witten caught the first postseason touchdown of his career against the Packers in the divisional round. This season, he had 69 catches for 673 yards and 3 touchdowns, finishing as the second leading receiver on the team. After season number 14, Witten remains a dominant force in the locker room and ready to come back strong for a 15th campaign.
The unity of this team and the way it's handled every situation along the way, from the first day of training camp to Seattle when Tony went down and to the win streak. It's just been a close group. It's just there's no promises in this game. But man, I'm been one hell of a group, and I'm proud to be one of the leaders on this team, and I thank them for what they gave to this season.
You know what? I love this dude. I just simply love this dude. He's my favorite player on the team. Back with Bill Jones, Randy White, Coach Dave Campo. How much longer, in your opinions, does Jason Witten have left to be a viable force on the field?
Well, that one I don't know. I don't know how, but I can tell you this. He's still an effective player. You need guys like him, the character, what he brings to that team, his leadership. You need guys like that on your football team, and I think that's one of the things we talked about Dak. Now you're talking about Jason Witten, a veteran. You need those kind of guys to be your leaders. They set the example. But I think Jason Witten, his knowledge of the game, he knows where that first down marker is. He may not make any great runs after the catch, but he's going to get you that first down in key situations. He's a great player. He's a Hall of Fame player. There's no doubt about that, first ballot. And, I hope he can play for 20 years. I do, because it's fun to watch him play.
I think Randy said it exactly right, and I think the other thing that stands out to me is you always look for a player that's consistent, that's going to be there. And this guy has missed 1 game in his entire career. I mean, to me, Keith, that's a fantastic, thing in itself. But he's a captain, and people look to him. And that's how he performs as a captain.
You give him a lot of credit on this the locker room transition to a rookie quarterback. Here's a guy who's so close with Tony Romo, came into the league with Tony Romo, and he puts that aside, and he was one of the key factors in that locker room why everyone gravitated to Dak Prescott, too.
And you could tell how much that loss hurt him personally. Now, one guy who impressed me was Dez Bryant. I mean, for people who thought he had no more game left, I mean, he proved them wrong in that divisional round. Dez is still an elite receiver, Coach.
Yeah, he is. I mean, there's no question. The guy, he can really basically do whatever he wants to do. When you see that guy on the field, he can catch, any pass. He can block. He can do whatever he wants to do.
Throw a touchdown pass, too.
And he can throw a touchdown pass. What else do you want from the guy? But, when he's on the field, he makes it a little easier for Zeke Elliott to run the football just by being out there, even if he doesn't catch a pass, because they still have to watch what he's doing and know where he is. That's kind of what we were talking about in that pass rusher. He's one of those guys that you got to know where he is all the time, and that affects everybody else.
Quickly, Bill, and I mean quickly, did you see maturity out of Dez this year?
Oh, yeah. Is that quick enough?
Yes. Wow, that was really quick. After going 4-12 last year, the Cowboys had to make a splash in the draft. The impact of Dak and Zeke, it was obvious in this magical season. But they're not the only rookies who have made a difference.
With the 4th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Ezekiel Elliott.
The Cowboys made the right choice with the 4th pick in the draft, and they didn't stop there.
I feel like we've really added to the base foundation, if you will. Jason calls them foundation players.
The 2016 draft class made immediate impact all season. Ezekiel Elliott led the league in rushing. 4th-round pick Dak Prescott set numerous NFL rookie quarterback records, starting all 16 games for the Cowboys. 3rd-round pick Malik Collins and 6th-round pick Anthony Brown made significant contributions on defense, helping the Cowboys to a 13-3 record. Draft day set the tone for the entire 2016 season, and it's the 6th greatest moment of this season.